Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's video. I have something new and a little bit weird for you today. I'm kind of on a review kick, and this is different. I don't know if you've heard of this. It only came out at the end of last year, but it is called The Gospel by Gen Z. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Your initial reaction is probably like, whoa, is that okay to put the Bible into slang talk? But I had the same thought too, and I thought about it and reflected on it, looked into it, and actually think this is really genius. What it is it's not the Bible, it's just 50 stories from the Gospels that have been retold into Gen Z speak. What an absolute genius way to reach the young generation, in my opinion. I will show you some examples and read you some things and let you decide what you think of this. So first of all, you can see there's stories, just one page on the left, and then there's these beautiful illustrations on the other side. So this really does help people connect with the story, and the way they've worded it is just brilliant. Okay, so let's read you one. I've just been in hysterics as I was looking through this, so bear with me. But I was reading this one earlier and it caught my eye and I wanted to share it with you. So it says, Holy Blood and his fam got into a boat and he took a nap. Then the sea and the wind were being extra and playing too much. The disciples didn't pass God's vibe check and were caught lacking and were stressing hard. So they woke him and said, bruh, you just gonna let the storm cook? For they were afraid they were gonna take the L and be unalived by the sea and the wind. So Jesus said to the storm, bro, chill. And the storm said, say less, and stopped vibing. Then Jesus told them, have more chill, for it's not that serious, trust. They said, bro, what? How was that not difficult for him? In fact, it was barely an inconvenience. So they were shook and said, hold up, is he him? Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you don't understand Gen Z speak, this is just going to be like, huh, what? This is actually really hilarious. If you spend enough time around Gen Z or on TikTok mostly is where I get my information from, I understood every word of that and I actually think it's really, really clever because you're getting the story of the Bible, but in Gen Z speak. Now I wonder, like if we talk about the controversy of it for a minute, what would the older generations have said if they saw the KJV being translated into like the NIV today? I'm not saying it's slang, obviously, but it's a completely different way of speaking. So they would have looked at it and said, that's not the words, you can't do that, it's blasphemy. But actually it's just adapting for the way that people can understand things now. And like I said, this is not actually the Bible. Like no one is doing this to disrespect God. It's communicating the stories in a way that people will understand, of the new generation, especially younger kids, because the Bible is tricky to understand sometimes, and if you can put it into a language that they totally get, I think it's a really great way of reaching the young generation. Let me read you Zacchaeus, because Zacchaeus is funny. So Jesus passed through Jericho where Zacchaeus lived. Now Zacchaeus had done everyone dirty and retired early, and he became that unemployed friend on a Wednesday. When he heard Holy Bro was passing by, he wanted to see what the fuss was about, but he couldn't, for he was a short king. Suddenly Bro had golden retriever energy for Jesus, so he climbed a tree just to see him. Jesus was here for it and he said, hey yo, let's vibe tonight. Zacchaeus was down and said, say less. But the people who he defrauded said, bruh, it's giving unfair, for this man has been an op. So Zacchaeus entered his redemption era and said, chat, here's a quarter of all my stuff. Double it, give it to the next person. And if I've stolen anything from anyone, behold, I will use girl math and restore it back to them 4 times. Jesus said, that's what's up. This man passes the vibe check, for my salvation is rated E for everyone. Oh my God, I'm having so much fun reading this. Like, I don't even know. There's some real absolute gems, and I love the little use of emojis. No cap. It's really funny. But they're trying to communicate it in a way that is understandable in this language of Gen Z slang, which is just kind of, it is its own language, really. Oh, look what they've done. They've given us given us a glossary, little dictionary. So if you don't know what things mean when they say it, we can learn. So when they say op, they're talking, it's a short for opponent, when they usually use toward about Satan. Delulu, love that one. So yeah, if you wanted to learn what Gen Z slang was, I mean, this book alone is good for that purpose. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I think it's really, really funny. And it's really no different to, I've got 2 other books that are very similar to like this. If you've seen my reviews, I've got the Tabloid Bible, very similar kind of concept where they take stories from the Bible and rewrite it into just like a fun, humorous way to help people connect with the story. So no one is saying this is the Bible, they're just saying it's stories of the Bible written in a way that you would understand. Just like you'd watch a movie or a TV show, it's a similar kind of thing. And then of course the Action Bible. No one is saying this is the Bible, it's a comic book. But the stories are written and they're reworded in a way that helps people understand. So yeah, so initially I can understand why this might have had some controversy. And there is a mix of emotions. Let me know, what do you think? Do you think it's actually quite a smart way to reach the youth? Just putting the stories into different language to help young people connect. I don't know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is on Amazon, by the way. I think it comes in softcover and hardcover. It is quite hilarious, and I think a lot of work really has been put into this to make it accurate to the story, but also relatable. Should we read one more for the lols? Let's see. Okay, let's do the sower parable. I haven't read this one yet. Okay. After the chat was full, Jesus told them a parable saying a major creator collabed with some smaller creators. With one girl, he did a dance trend, but she was kind of self-conscious, so she left it in her drafts. With another, he did a fit transition trend, but she heeded the haters and deleted it at only 300 views. With another, he did a lip sync trend, but then only started doing ads, so everyone unfollowed her. Finally, with one, he did the try not to cringe trend. She posted it, ignored the haters, let it cook, and got more than 50 million likes. Holy Bros fam asked what this parable meant, and he said, I speak in parable for the real ones, so that if you know, you know. The creator is like when a 10 DMs a baddie saying, what's good? For he sees the 10 in her when everyone else sees a 3. Leaving posts and drafts is like her not giving him her number because she heard he was a gaslighter. Deleting posts too soon is like ghosting him after a few days because her sus bestie said he gives her the ick. Only doing ads is like her giving everyone her number, trying to live her best life, but leaving him on red. But the one who puts in the work and went viral is like when she recognizes his win riz, patiently let him cook, and gets cuffed. That is so genius. So if people don't understand the parables of planting, because that's not the world we live in really. Most people don't have experience in planting and sowing, but they do have experience in the social medias, and this uses that parable to help understand the story. And it does put Yar's name in capitals, so it's still giving him honor and respect, and the story is still there. Very cool. Gosh, there are so many. I wish I could just read them all to you. Oh dear. Brilliant. Hilarious. So anyways, I can see the value in it. I can see the reason why they did it, and I can also see why people are upset by it. But I think if you look at it as it's not a replacement of the Bible, it's just 50 stories from the Bible rewritten into modern slang that Gen Z speak, and it's not meant in a disrespectful way. It's just they've replaced some words for other words, just as we do as generations change and language evolves. So if you know anyone who's in the Gen Z era who think might be interested in this and getting them into the gospel, or if you teach a youth group or something, check this out. Always do what the Spirit's guiding you to do. And I'll add this to my links in my website below, mywhitebible.net/links, and you can find it there. But yeah, I'm quite happy to show you something new, because again, I didn't see any YouTube videos on this, so I thought, let's just at least put it out there, and if it helps someone reach the Lord, then it's done a wonderful thing. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do leave any takeaways and comments in the section below. And remember, Jesus loves you. Lord willing, I'll speak to you soon. Until then, have a blessed day. Bye.